Happy holidays, everyone. I hope that you've been able to find your favorite traditional Christmas foods on sale this holiday season. Let me know if you've been priced out of any of the things that you normally serve. Now, I normally serve homemade eggnog on Christmas Eve, and it's really affordable, but I have saw that purchased eggnog is so expensive. And I've seen a lot of it on markdown because it's just not moving at the price that they have. But I just take one egg that has been stored properly. I put it in my blender with a cup of milk of your choice. I've made it with almond milk, regular milk, whatever type of milk you want. And then I add about a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, and I blend that up until it's frothy and it's so delicious. And then I put it in a traditional type of holiday long stemmed glass, and we enjoy that on Christmas Eve. So, that is a tradition that we have had for a long, long time. And this recipe actually came from my junior high home ec class back in the 70s. They taught us how to make eggnog. I had never had it in my life, and my kids love it. They've grown up with it and they look forward to it on Christmas Eve. We traditionally have Rhodes cinnamon rolls on Christmas morning. I usually buy a couple of packages of those. I let them thaw in a pan that is in my refrigerator covered overnight so that they are defrosted, and then I set them out in the morning and I let them raise really early, and then we have them for Christmas morning. This year I have not picked those up. They've been kind of pricey. I have quite a few people that are gluten-free this year, so I think we are just going to go with some homemade muffins of a different variety, and they can choose whichever kind they want, and I will make them gluten-free. And then also, I was worried we were not going to be able to have Christmas ham this year. I've had a really hard time catching it on sale. I've been watching the flyers and I thought, maybe it's just not going to happen this year. So I had a pork roast in the freezer and I got that out and I cooked it with my son's recipe that I've shared before with chicken broth and Cajun seasoning and molasses and butter. And I cooked that up and put it in slices, saved that yummy broth that goes on top of it and froze it in the freezer. So all I have to do is thaw that out, reheat it, and it's ready to go. And that was going to be my alternate meat. But then this week, hams finally went on sale and it was $1.99 a pound if you bought one with your groceries, and it was $1.69 if you spent $35. And I was able to get two different hams at those sale prices so that I can stick them back this year. I usually save back what little bit of scraps we have off of the ham during the year. I use those scraps in ham and beans throughout the season, and I also save the ham bone to cook my split pea soup. So I use every bit of that ham, but I picked up two of them. I was so excited because we were almost out in the freezer of even any of the scraps to put in our ham and beans. So we will have ham this holiday season after all. Since things have been so expensive this year, I decided when I went to stuff some of my adult kids' stockings, because yes, I still do that, I decided to put in some practical items this year. And one of the things that I had showed you I caught on sale was this dark roast coffee for $2.50 a container. So a couple of my kids are going to get coffee in their stocking. Coffee is so expensive. That's a good brand. And then I had also bought some microwave popcorn at a really good deal. And I just opened up that box and decided to use some of those packets in their stockings. So putting some things in their stockings that are practical, that are not just candy, can sometimes help you fill those stockings affordably. Many of us have a lot of back stocked items that we have either couponed for or caught on sale. And I encourage you to go back and look through your stash to see what you might have that you can use this holiday season in some gifts. I found some really top-end ladies' razors at some point, and I had couponed for them, and they cost me like $1.99. So I pulled out some of those for my daughters-in-law. There might just be some things in there that you can use for stocking stuffers or for little gifts that your family might really appreciate this year, because some of those small little things are some of the things that are making it so difficult for people to make ends meet. And some of those little practical items can be so helpful. So let me know in the comments below, because Max is on the edge of his seat wanting to know, have you been priced out of anything that you normally buy? Have you used some practical items that maybe you had in your stash as gifts so that you could make ends meet on your end? There's so many options and opportunities for us to be able to save money. And sometimes they are as easy as just checking our back stock and giving a little bit of those things away to someone who might really appreciate them. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it has given you some good ideas, and I hope to see you tomorrow in the next holiday content Vlogmas.